Welcome to the Stars and Cards Lounge.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm Elena from Searchlight Tarot.
And I'm Eric from Biggie Astrology. And it's Super Bowl weekend. How you guys feeling? We got this Libra moon finishing up and getting into the Scorpio moon today. And we got a Scorpio moon for the Super Bowl.
All right.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous at all.
All right, cool. So we're gonna have some fun. Elena is gonna pull some amazing tarot cards for this energy of the Super Bowl, which is tomorrow, Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Pacific in Santa Clara, right? And maybe you guys don't like sports. Maybe you're gonna just go somewhere and have some food and fun. We're gonna talk about a game with the signs at a party. Maybe you just want to see Bad Bunny. Who knows? Or maybe you're like us and you want to watch the game. Let's go Seahawks.
Hey, you know what? My heart goes out to everybody in the East Coast dealing with the weather because I was
Oh,
watching it this morning I was like, oh my
it's
goodness.
cold. I couldn't even. They got more snow again, right? Another storm?
And please bring your pets. And I know you guys do that if you watch this channel. And if you know somebody who doesn't bring their pet in, call the SPCA or the Humane Society. I can't handle cruelty to animals.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
it's just no animal should deal with that.
I know.
You know.
And you guys, thank you for all the birthday wishes from my
Yeah, I was gonna
friend.
personally thank all of you. I tried to get in there and get hearts, but I was on vacay. But you guys
Tell them
were
how was your big day?
my birthday was amazing. I had a wonderful trip. I was around my besties and we just had such a good time and got home late Thursday night, slept all day yesterday, and then I'm back to it today. But I had an amazing birthday week and I want to thank you all for your birthday wishes. You guys, it touched
Oh.
my heart. It was beautiful. Thank you.
No, the comments were sweet
Yeah,
and that's well deserved, my friend. All
thank
right, so
you.
let's get into it. Tarot. Now, I don't get to pick any numbers, but you're gonna do a spread so we get the energy of the Super
No,
Bowl.
I'm just gonna let the cards
Because
fly
I
out.
don't gamble, right? But I want to know, like, Scorpio Moon is like somebody gonna throw a chicken wing at me across the room or something. Like, it can get kind of intense, right?
Ah, life is what you make of it. We can take like, okay, let's hypothetically say you take people that are mean to you or just someone you're dealing with who's going through some emotional turmoil, turn it around and make it good. Like that's what I try to do with every situation in my life. I don't take it personally, but something always good comes out of it when I handle it the right way.
Listen, and that's important, especially with coming February 13th, you guys. Saturn's going into Aries. We're gonna have to be pretty like disciplined and be more positive and slow down and not be impulsive and overreact and all that stuff. All right, let me see the spread. What do we got? I'm ready for some tarot. I've been missing my tarot fix.
Maybe I should just give you a personal reading.
Uh-oh. Listen, I if it has anything to do with me feeling better from the flu, I'm all for it.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
I'm good.
You'll be all right. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna let the cards fly out and you guys can
Yeah.
watch. How's that?
Lie.
All right. Collective message for my beautiful peoples watching today. Let the cards talk. All right. What do you want to say to everyone today, please? Thank you. What would you like to tell everybody? Thank you. Strongest
Oh, and
messages.
Mercury went into Pisces.
Thank you.
Very
Well,
cool.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but I do have the chariot on my lap.
Oh,
Here we go. You guys ready? I'm
yes.
going to just read this as fast as I can. Can you see me okay? Okay. So
Yeah.
I have, okay, I always take three cards under the deck. Let's stop right here. I'm not even going to read anymore. These are amazing, you guys. So we have the Knight of Swords. So remember, knights are missions. This is the Knight of Thought, the
Mm.
Knight of Communication, the Knight of more information, the Knight on a mission. I have the Chariot, beautiful Cancerian major arcana, but it's really about trusting our intuition, having the will and determination to keep moving ourselves forward, how to maneuver around obstacles,
Hmm.
and how things play out in our favor. What I was just talking about. So, sometimes we really have to look at how we're going after something with our thoughts. We have to really be on a mission here. Whether you're going through an obstacle in your life, an obstacle at work, an obstacle in a relationship, it's really how you trust your intuition and listening when to go and when to stop, and trusting how you're viewing something, trusting on how you're thinking about it, and letting everything work with you in divine timing, because that's what Fortune's wheel does. But here's your cards. I got a few cards over here. You guys ready?
Yes, ma'am.
I got strength and courage, and then I have the two of wands. So the two of wands is about upright. It's about making a bold step forward. It's about looking at, thinking at something you've been wanting to go towards. But in reverse, it's telling me, unless you choose to have the strength and courage to move yourself forward, how will you ever move yourself forward? Because the best way to get over fear is what? Step over it. We get so stuck in a position sometimes because we've been wounded or hurt or depleted that it takes away our own drive of making a bold step forward. I have the Six of Cups, I have the Nine of Swords, and then they gave me the Seven of Cups in reverse. So seven cups in reverse, and then I have the Eight of Cups to finish it off with. So it's just saying that we have the Six, the Seven, and the Eight of Cups, all water energy, emotion. But we can go ahead and keep evaluating everything till the day we die. We can always think about somebody from the past that we knew and wonder why they played an important part in our life and it didn't work out the way we wanted it to. Or, there's an or we can realize maybe it was leading us to something bigger and better in our lives that was going to make us happier.
Yeah.
Because how can we get to our wish fulfillment until we learn to leave old emotional ties behind? But the Nine of Swords is saying this is what we do sometimes. We replay, we excessive worrying, excessive, how am I going to do this? Excessive, how am I going to do that? But you must realize that everything in life is about our trusting our own intuition, trusting our own inner strength of knowing we will overcome the obstacles, and realizing that everybody in your life has always played an important role. Whether it's somebody new, whether it's somebody you've known for a long time, a family member, a friend, a connection like Eric and I, they always play an important part in your life to show you there's a bigger picture at play in everything. And Source is saying that things want to align for all of us, but we have to choose to keep moving ourselves forward and know that as long as we do that, everything will work out at the right time, in the right moment, and play out in our favor. Trust yourselves a little bit more.
I love that. We're just leaving this Libra moon and we're going into the Scorpio moon. And we're going to have the Scorpio moon for Sunday as well, right? We're going to have some intense emotions at the game, very empathic energy, but very great and creative for the music. But, at this time with the Aquarius season and we just have Mercury enter Pisces, I want you guys to know the retrograde is coming, February 26th. Mercury is going to stay in Pisces all the way to April 10th. Mercury is debilitated and in its fall in Pisces. So your analytical, logical mind, time's going to just be an illusion to April. It's like it's non-linear thinking. So you're going to be in the ether and the spiritual realm. Be maniacal, intentional about making sure you're saying your thoughts clearly to others. Because when Mercury's in Pisces, there's a lot of misinterpretation, a lot of confusion, a lot of, oh, I thought I told you that. No, you just kept it in your head. So we're going to have to be very mindful of that. But I think it will give us a nice, softer, compassionate speech. We really, even going into Monday, still having a Scorpio moon, the thing that we have to realize, watch out for the black ice. A lot of ankle and calf injuries, Elena, even in the Super Bowl. But remember, with this Aquarius energy, we still have Mars, Pluto, Venus, and Mars. And the sun, the moon, and Scorpio are squaring it. So please be careful, East Coast, shoveling the snow and all this stuff in the winter. Black ice is a real thing. I was a victim to it once and had a surgery due to it. And it's not fun. But I just want one thing Elena was saying that's really true. You know, we've got to not only trust our emotions and our intuition, feel what you're feeling, but don't hold on to that. Don't hold
No,
on to anger towards others. Don't, because you wind up feeling yucky and ugly. You know what I mean? So cleanse and purify that heart, forgive and forget, but understand in general in life, the forgiveness is a gift to you.
I never say forgive and forget. Forgive, but don't forget because this is, you
Well,
can
right.
always
No,
forget.
that
I mean,
that's fair. I would
because
agree
you
with
should
that.
never forget because that's what's sown your wisdom and oats.
Well, it
But
keeps you from
forgiveness,
repeating the same mistakes. But definitely
absolutely.
forgive because forgiveness is a gift to you. You make your heart heavy when you hold on to things, and that's not going to serve you in life.
Right. And may I just add one more thing?
Yeah.
I started going back and doing the readings today, and I noticed a few of the readings that I did today were really talking about speaking our truth, having our truth. But remember, when we do speak our truth and having our truth, like he was talking about now that Mercury is the planet of communication going into Pisces and so forth, we really have to learn to speak with more compassion and truth.
Yeah.
And until we learn to do that, nothing can ever get resolved the right way. If the person you're speaking to doesn't want to take it the right way, well, that's on them, but you cleared your air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where it starts, even our own healing journey, and if you can't speak to somebody who's hurt you, it's always good to write down how you felt and do it with, like I said, compassion and understanding. But remember, you're important and you are your number one, and you have to take care of you and getting all that icky energy out. We have to get that icky energy out. We all have to.
I love that. And with the journaling, use a pencil, the connection to Gaia, Mother Earth, write and express yourself, get it out. And definitely speak authentically from your throat chakra. Uranus is direct now in Taurus, Elena. And it's just coming off that square to
So,
Mercury, but it's
yeah.
definitely, that authentic type of speech. So, speaking of authentic speech, who's coming to the Super Bowl party? What treats do they bring in? Come
I put
on,
a
let's
twist on
go.
I put a twist on it. He wanted to do who's coming to the Super Bowl party. I said, and what are they bringing? Because
All
it's
right,
pot
three
luck.
signs. What three signs are we inviting to our Super Bowl party? Right? And what are they bringing for the potluck? I like
That's
that.
why I'm inviting them.
I, I know, you be like, you best show up with something good. All right, you want to go first?
Yeah, all right, I'll go first.
All
I'll go
right.
first. Okay, well, now,
Who's coming
I'd
to your
say,
Aquarius Super Bowl shindig?
yeah. Okay, so I know I pick a lot of the same signs, and there's always a reason for it. So I do want to pick who's going to bring some good food. Gotta go with it, man. I can't help it. I gotta bring a Taurus. Not only are they gonna bring the spread, because that's what they want, they're gonna bring some good beverage because they want everyone to have a good time.
Mm.
Because when Taurus goes out to get some food, they're thinking, you know what? What do I want to drink? Because I gotta get some for everybody. So you're gonna have good sandwiches, good grub. They'll stop and get the chicken wings. They'll come for one thing, but Taurus will probably bring about 10 things.
I love that.
I'm sorry.
You always want to be down. You want that foodie friend.
Gotta have
It's
that
my
foodie
foodie
friend.
friend.
If they don't go the cheap route, you're gonna get some good stuff at the table. You know what I'm talking about. So, gosh, there's just so many people that would be wonderful to bring. I think I want to bring a Cancer.
Oh,
Oh, they're gonna be fun. They're hilarious, number one. And I
very
think
funny.
that a Cancer will really put some thought into something home cooked. Whether it's their grandmother's macaroni and cheese or,
Ooh.
homemade chicken wings with some hot,
Ooh.
spicy stuff. I know Cancers will put a lot of love into whatever. And they're always so nurturing and they're gonna be funny. I tell you, whenever I meet a Cancer, I don't even know what sign they are, but immediately they make me laugh because they have that funny
No,
sense of
no,
humor.
they're definitely funny, and they're not
Yeah.
afraid to gamble too. They'll bet day of game right before
Devin and
kickoff.
Taurus be going one on one with
Oh,
liar's poker and all that
Taurus is
stuff.
gambling. They'll bet you for the shirt you're wearing.
Sign number three. I have to bring a Scorpio. I think a Scorpio is going to be a lot of fun. And, they're very intuitive. And it would be like trying to read the mysterious book. You know what I mean? But, Scorpios are really great socialists. They know how to social with everybody in the room.
And the
And
moon's in Scorpio, so it's perfect that you have them there.
yeah, and then for food, I know Scorpio's going to bring something exotic. You know what I mean? Maybe some homemade lasagna or something that's going to be like, oh wow, you know what I mean? Just it's not going to be, you're. I just know that that's what they would do. And then I have to pick one more. Am I good?
No, no, you're good. You're
Okay,
the Aquarius.
but I
What
would
are you
invite all of
making?
you.
What are you making? What do you got at the party? What you bringing?
Myself.
And that wraps up Aquarius season, ladies and gentlemen. Aquarius is like, I'm here.
No, I would probably do the nachos. You know, I'd bring
Okay.
homemade nachos while I'm there. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Super Bowl 60. Goodness gracious. What am I who's coming and what do they bring?
Who's
First of
not?
all, okay. I want something that's some good drinks with flavor and
Hmm.
something that's got a little spice to it. So I'm gonna have a Sagittarius come, and they're gonna bring some nachos, mozzarella sticks, some different, like little drinks with flowers in it or something.
Yellow shots.
Something like, and I'm like, yes, Sag. I'm like, oh yeah, I learned about this when I went to Costa Rica, and so Sag is coming. They're bringing some stuff. I want to stay different from you. I don't want to, we have different parties. I I gotta say, I'm gonna bring the Gemini because Gemini, they are gonna come with a multitude of different snacks. Like they're gonna have gummy bears. They're gonna have, like
CBD gummy bears.
Probably so, probably so. And then I'll be like, Gemini, why didn't you tell us? You know. But they're gonna bring like a bunch of hors d'oeuvres and different knickknacks and snacks, things that you wouldn't even think of. You're like, oh my God, I haven't had these in decades. Gemini's like, I know, right? I know. So they're gonna be really fun, and definitely want to bet. And even though they don't know anything about the Seahawks or the Patriots, they'll know a little bit about Bad Bunny. They'll be like, oh, well, did you know Sam Darnold's grandfather was the Marlboro Man, and the Patriots? Did you know this and da 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 da? And they'll just have this bite-sized information and just make it so much fun. And
Okay.
then, ooh,
Sag Gemini.
Sag, Gemini, Virgo. I got the air, the earth, and the fire.
Da, 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 da.
I'm gonna have the Capricorn. I'm gonna have the Capricorn because Capricorn, they
Go.
they are gonna bring a nice, classy beverage.
Oh, of course they are.
They'll bring for the second half a little bit of wine or champagne. I don't drink, but Capricorn, but they're gonna also bring, like you said, like some sort of like that legacy meal that grandma used to make, and so whether it's like, the potatoes baked in this, dipped with this sauce and this and that, and like a beef stew, something, especially if it's East Coast, they're bringing something real warm.
That's actually a really nice grouping. And what are you going to bring to your Super Bowl party, Mr.
Well,
E?
being the Virgo, number one, I'm gonna have
Don't be
everybody
doing none of
just.
that healthy shit. Nobody wants to eat that stuff
I
on
know
Super
nobody wants
Bowl.
my healthy stuff. I'm boring, but yeah, I'm gonna make sure we've got the
Veggie
avocado,
platter.
the chips and guac. I'm gonna
Okay.
make sure, I'm boring. I'm bring some carrots and celery, but you are gonna be comfortable and well taken care of because the Virgo, I like to make sure that everybody, do you have what you need? You got what you need that, da, da, da. I'm gonna make sure everybody's cool and set. So everybody's gonna be good. So when I get to hoot and hollering and screaming at the TV, everybody's fine.
All right.
So we're
Sounds
gonna
like a
have
great
fun.
grouping.
So okay, tell them who's your Super Bowl pick. You got a pick?
I got it down already. I even made a pretty big bet in Vegas. That's where I was at.
All right, what's your team? What you got?
The only reason I'm going with the Seahawks is because the Patriots quarterback's a little wounded right now.
Oh, Drake May.
Got a bad shoulder.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be okay. But listen, Sam Darnold, he's got an oblique, so they both got a little,
The
issue.
Seahawks have got such a great defense, and
Yes,
that's
they
what,
do.
so I really don't know. I'm not a football junkie, my spouse is, but I'm just having fun with it, you guys. I'm not a big Super Bowl freak. I really,
That's all
if
right.
football's on, I'm kind of
Will
like,
you watch halftime? Are you into the music
depending on how good it is.
and the commercials?
I love the commercials. I heard the
I
commercials
hope
are
they're
going to be
good this
great.
year.
Yeah. But,
I hope the
there's a
commercials are
lot of
good.
people who don't even care about the Super Bowl. So I'm like, I
No,
get
no, a
it.
lot of people don't watch it. I mean, I just figure, it's something to laugh about, have fun. Don't take it so serious, you guys. I don't really have a dog in the fight, but I'm going with the Seahawks 26-20. Would it shock me if the Patriots pulled off an upset? No, nothing would shock me when it comes to
It's really
the
a crapshoot. Just like last year, everybody thought Kansas City was going to win, and that was an upset. You
Well, yeah,
know.
last year I went with the Eagles. I was like, Eagles
Yeah, that
got to
was an
win.
upset. A lot of people
Yeah.
thought can't. So, we never know. But you know what? It's a fun day. It's just another day, but it's just something some people are into Super Bowl, some people are going to not, I don't want to watch Super Bowl. I get it. I'm with you. I'm just
Yeah.
there because my spouse watches it and I'm like just having fun with it.
Yeah, and I would say just have fun with the listen, Bad Bunny, I don't know the music or anything. I just know he's a Pisces, so have fun with that. But it's also just about hopefully you just connect with family or friends and just have a good time. And I think
Hey,
we got to be
uh,
at a place, Elena, where we're okay with just having a good time.
I think everybody does right now. I mean, you have to be
We
around
need
the
to have
people that make
fun.
you happy and laugh. That's what I did for my birthday week. I was around the people I loved.
Aw.
And my bestie's a Sag, so it was like anything goes. And we were just having fun, all of us. And it was
I
just kind of
love
like,
it.
and then it's so odd because, I don't know if you people have been in Vegas before, but there's no clocks and no windows when you're out. And so you don't even know what time it is because you're just
Yeah.
having fun. And then we would look, I'm like, what time is it? And like, it's 3:30. I'm like, 3:30 in the morning?
Oh my
Like,
God.
oh my
No,
God.
Vegas can do that. It's like a time warp, you know what I mean?
And it's adrenaline. It's just like everything is just adrenaline. It's just everywhere you go, whether it be a restaurant, a
All the
club,
lights and the
a
energy,
blues
yeah.
bar. We just had a great time, fine dining and going out and having fun. And I'm not a heavy drinker, but I did have a few drinks. I'm not going to deny it, but I was never toasted. But it was just being around the company and the adrenaline rush,
Oh,
so
well,
yeah, it
I'm
took me a
so
day to
glad.
recoup. But
Well,
you know
you
what?
guys enjoy this weekend, this Scorpio moon energy. We will,
What about Monday? What does Monday look like?
well, Monday can be a little hairy and intense because
Oh.
the Scorpio moon will be squaring Venus and the Sun in Aquarius. So,
So how would you suggest, like, I read my horoscope on one certain thing every day, and, it kind of tells me my energies and where they're at for the day. Now, I don't really like get into it so much, but it kind of tells me how to prepare myself for what may head my way. And it's really good to be aware of it so you don't overreact. You're like, oh, I know what's going on right now. I'm not biting the bullet.
exactly. And the key is, especially with Monday, we have to watch just sudden thoughts or words that we may just splurge out against our closest people because the moon is opposing Uranus. And so sometimes with Uranus being a Taurus, we could just suddenly like say something mean to like a spouse, a family member, a child, a parent, because the moon is your family. So let's just be mindful Monday that we're like, nice with the boca. No, don't be
You
too
know what one
harsh.
of my hardest lessons to learn was
But
to think before I speak because I am ruled by Uranus. And so it was just kind of like being an Aquarius and having just all of this energy in me. I would blurt stuff out so fast it's like a knife.
yeah,
So over the years and all my hard lessons and things my mother implanted in my head, but it was now I'm very cautious before it wants to come out, but I stop myself and say, okay, is that appropriate? Because it can hurt somebody, even though I might think it's funny. You know,
no,
I,
no, definitely, definitely. And let's be honest, Aquarius being a masculine fixed air sign, it's detached. So it's about the friends and the groups, but it can sometimes be a little verbally harsh. And right now with the moon squaring it in Scorpio, just be mindful. And again, we know we got the cleanup and the snow and the storms and the weather. Please, not just the pets, but you just be careful going outside. And that black ice is not a joke.
stay
That's all
home.
down the East Coast. It's like everybody.
Stay home if you can. Stay
Yeah.
home. It's
And
just
watch Stars and Cars Lounge.
over and over and over again.
Listen, let me tell you something. Don't worry about the dates. Watch the videos because every episode has got something magical in it for you guys, for real.
I agree.
It really
I
does.
agree.
We have fun, but we share a lot of wisdom and insight here. So you could definitely join in and learn. But enjoy the weekend. Enjoy this Scorpio moon energy. Let's watch our verbals, especially on Monday. And
Surround yourself in white light all the time.
mm, I like that.
Always.
I like that. That's important. And
Very.
enjoy the big game. Enjoy
Yes.
the Sunday and stuff like that. And we'll see you back on Tuesday.
All right, you guys, we love you. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.